Wir sind hier auf der Gamescom und sehen uns jetzt das Spiel Terraformers an und darauf freue ich mich ganz besonders, denn wir sind schon zum zweiten Mal bei Terraformers. Das letzte Mal waren wir hier vor 3 Jahren, 2019 müsste das, meine ich, gewesen sein, richtig?
Ja, das ist richtig. 2019 war die erste Prototyp, das wir haben gemacht für Terraformers. Und jetzt das Spiel ist im Early Access seit April. Und wir haben viel Progress gemacht.
Da freuen wir uns jetzt direkt mal reinzuschauen und zu sehen, was es da gibt. Und davor noch, wer bist du?
Ich bin Alexi. Wir sind ein kleines Studio, Asteroid Lab. Das ist unser erstes Spiel. Und wir kommen aus der Frankreich-Seite auf Switzerland.
Okay. Ja, dann schauen wir uns mal an, was es da zu tun gibt. Sind die ersten Schritte, die wir hier unternehmen?
Sorry, ich habe nicht verstanden.
What are the first steps that we're gonna do?
Die erste, am ersten wir kommen auf den Mars und wir müssen eine kleine Stadt machen, die erste Kolonie, die Planet explore the planet für Ressourcen finden und dann wir können mehr bauen und später wir können anfangen die Terraforming Zeit die Planete warmen und dann neue Pflanzen und Tieren machen auf die Planet.
Okay, prima. Ja, dann steigen wir ein ins Spiel und schauen uns mal an, wie das geht nach diesem wunderschönen Ladebildschirm. So, da geht's los. Der rote Planet wartet und wir haben hier Auswahl zwischen 3 verschiedenen Möglichkeiten. Ist das jetzt die Schwierigkeitswahl?
Ja, also kann ich Englisch sprechen, wenn es zu schwierig ist. Wenn das Spiel ist, ich spreche auf Englisch, Entschuldigung, Deutsch ist ein bisschen schwierig. When the game is more like a roguelike game, and so when you play well in the previous game, then you get option proposed to have different conditions to start the game. So when you want to get very technical, you can minimize the event first, so you can have a look a bit at what's around the planet. We have the first city, new API is already funded, so we can have a look. There are different layouts, sometimes there are special resources, this time there are none. But we can also have a look at our leaders which are proposed. So the 2 first one are Lena Kertzerz and Jorge Dromedo. And they have different skills as well as each they have a specialization. So it's always different, so that's why I don't know which one yet to pick, but this one is specialized in construction and she is specialized in social things and like new project and research. So what was the choice we had? We have Utopisch, so this is also very social, terraforming to warm the planet and start a space project. And I think this is the normal start.
Okay, and this is different in terms of difficulty, what we choose here?
Not difficulty, it's more if you want to start specializing your strategy in one direction to maximize the strategy, basically.
Okay, which one are we going to choose for starters?
I think we'll go for terraforming because the game is called Terraformers, so it will be more interesting. So we get the buildings and the resources here, and because of this I will choose Jorge Dromedo because he's specialized in building, so we can start doing things. So with Jorge I will explore and try to find a resource. We need this resource, which is titanium here. So it would be nice to find some, and here I have a hint, there is titanium in this direction, so I will explore towards this region, and we found some, a little bit. And I have to place the headquarter. I will place it here, because I can maximize later some output bonus. And I can build, I have enough food to construct my first house, so I build a house. This will let me expand to a nearby location to start exploit them for the city. So I can expand here now. and I can build a mine. And then every turn I will get 1 nitrate, which is a good thing.
Okay, and 1 mine trade. You don't get 1 mine resource, but you have mine resource that you gather, and you can trade 1 per turn.
Exactly, so now it's written here, I get +1 nitrate, the resource, every turn. Perhaps I should mention I will pass the turn, so now I have done all the actions, and we'll discuss some other elements before this screen. So the goal of the game here is to reach 400 points, and this is a group of different combination of points, which represents that you are establishing a self-sufficient colony on Mars. And you might lose if this is the support of your population. This is the expectation of what, like when the people come to Mars, what they expect, how far you should have progressed. And so for now, they're happy, so the support of the population is growing. We have +2 for the city, but with time, the expectation will grow and it will become harder. And if this number reaches 0, we lose.
Okay, so we better not have that happen. It probably drops if people have nothing to eat.
Exactly, if you have nothing to eat or if it's not comfortable enough to live. So, for example, we can see the comfort of living here is +1. And you could increase it, we have -1 from the temperature. We could increase it if we increase the temperature of the planet. This is the temperature, oxygen, the level of the ocean, which is also the rain, and the size of the atmosphere. When you increase those parameters, they increase everywhere on the planet. So for example, we are in the region South Noakis, and we are at -1 temperature, -1 oxygen, and -2 rain. And so we could increase. This -1 temperature translates to -1 temperature here of comfort. So if we increase the temperature, people will be happier. And I think I will start to do this. We have a building here which happens to help warm the planet, so that would be perfect.
Yeah, we're already trying this with Earth. We know how to raise temperature. We just not know very well how to lower it.
Yes, exactly. Mars happens to be very cold, so we have to do the contrary of Earth, where on Mars we're trying to increase the temperature on purpose. But later in the game you can also decrease it. Sometimes it gets too warm, and depending on what you try to achieve. And maybe we could learn a lot by going to Mars to try and then repair Earth climates.
But isn't it a little bit excessive to say that if it's a little bit cold in front of my house to raise the temperature of the whole planet?
That might be excessive. That's a good question. There are different factions or like different choices you can make in the game, and some people will prefer if you leave Mars as it is. So in this game I am making the choice to change the planet, but not terraforming the planet can also be a viable strategy, and try to keep it as Mars as it is as possible, while still developing your economy and things. So there are different ways you can win the game.
So the temperature on Mars is probably not the same everywhere, just like on Earth it's not the same in Rio de Janeiro like in Spitzbergen. Maybe if it's too cold in one place, it's still too hot in another place.
Absolutely, 100%. Every turn new projects are proposed, and you can pick the one you want. Some will come back, but it becomes less likely to see the same project again the more you pick them. And of course, more interesting project will be proposed as the game progresses. So I think for this one, I will pick food. Food is always a good option, and we can already build this one. So I will straight away place it in my city here. So now we have +1 food production.
And you get these cards at random moments?
Every turn. So when I pass the turn, we get new cards proposed. We have food again. Maybe it's a good idea. It's we never have enough food anyway. And here, I didn't build. I was like, it didn't change, but I haven't yet built this building. So this is still my short-term goal to try and build this. And I will explore here to try and get the resource I'm missing.
Yes, we are still missing titanium. Now we have enough. Now it turned green. And where does it say how many resources we actually have?
This is on the left here, so we have 10, and we needed 9. So now we can build this building. This is a building which will make people unhappy if it's next to them. So we'll put it somewhere far from the people, like here. Because if I place it here, see that people become unhappy. So I'll place it far. And now we will have some, they will start heating up the planet. I can also make more food, so I will place the building here. And then we can pass the turn. So Earth is happy with the progress we're making, and they want to help out a bit with the project. So they've established a trade route with them. So we can start exchanging resources with Earth.
That sounds useful.
Exactly. I will take this building. It has a bonus for food for nearby buildings. So a lot of the game has adjacency bonuses where you can place them in between and it will provide a bonus. So I can't place it now, but if I place it here, they will both provide +1, as you can see, which would be very useful. I need a lot of nitrates, so I think I will trade. I will start trading nitrates. So I want to import nitrates, and what can I export? Oh yeah, I need water. I will export food for now. And every turn I will get 1 nitrate extra, so I'll be +2 nitrates.
Good that we have this greenhouse now.
Absolutely, helps a lot. And I think I will use this to destroy some of the rocks for free. While I have this leader, I will waste 1 unit, but that's okay. Next turn. This building is good. It provides a bonus of comfort for the local population. And and I need water for this. But here we have, I made a mistake actually on my placement, but that's okay. I can move them here. It will take 2 turns, but I can relocate the project. So now I want nitrate and water. This is my priorities. It would be nice to find a mine of water. I have like a small indication that water might be in this direction, so we'll explore here.
But it's only in this direction. It might be further on.
Exactly, it might be further away. And here we can see, while exploring, we found a drop of resources which didn't land properly, but we found them back and there was 10 food in it.
Oh, that's useful. We can trade them for titan or something.
Exactly.
Or water.
Send back to Earth to get some nitrates. As you can see, we've explored this region. This one has a different climate. So this one is less cold, more comfortable, and also more rain. So in the future, this could become a tropical area, probably.
Less cold, isn't that a snowflake, that symbol?
It's
oh no, it's a sun, okay.
Small.
It was too small.
Yeah. It becomes a snowflake when it's cold, and it becomes a sun when it's warm.
Okay, I see. Except that now it's becoming maybe hot because we are heating up the planet.
Exactly. We'll increase. Great, another help from Earth. So Earth at the start helps a bit to start the game. So they sent some exploration satellites, so we can use we can use them to explore, not always our leader. Yeah.
And you said something about different factions. So far we have us, ourselves, and maybe Earth, if you want to say that this is a faction, because they are trading with us.
Absolutely. So it was a mistake to say faction. We don't have a concept of faction directly in the game, but we have different scenarios, and one of the scenarios is Red Mars, where we are not trying to terraform the planet. There are other goals. So this is the simplest scenario where it's just a mix of everything and every strategy is valid. Some scenarios have very specific strategies. So the red path is about mostly mining and getting a resource and establishing a strong economy. We have the green path, which is about spreading life everywhere on the planet. There is a scenario about research and science. There is another scenario about terraforming the planet only, so the blue path where you try to make it blue, but not necessarily spread life. And we have multiple scenarios which change the goal and thus also change the strategy you can use to approach and win.
Okay, and we've seen quite a bit on how to start into the game and get our first resources. And we have already, unfortunately, coming to the end of our time slot. A little bit of time is remaining. Do we have an outlook on what happens in the long run? Like if we are going to continue this game for another maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour, where would we be in that case? What would we be dealing with?
I unfortunately do not have a save to show you a further game at this conference. But if you go to the Steam page, you will see screenshots of what the later game looks like. And also you can join the Discord, which is on the main menu. And on Discord there are people discussing strategies and also showing their late game. And so it can be an interesting thing if player want to see what does it look like in a very advanced game.
Maybe you have just a very short description, just an appetizer to know what is it like what kind of problems might there be?
So in the later game, the kind of problems is managing the population's expectation, which rise very fast. They want to be able to stroll outside in the forest, so you might be trying to spread life. And life forms also have, I can try and, so here is the rising expectation. Life form also will have different parameters, so if you want to keep them so that they survive, to also make people happy, so it's a balance to find of everything. And you will see the ocean rise, so the planet will become blue, there will be a snow cap here, and the regions will become green with forest, which will grow, and so it's and you can settle more cities as you explore, so you'll have different cities at different places, and lots of things like this to do.
Okay, then we are coming to an end, and I thank you very much for your time. That's a very interesting outlook, and of course for us especially cool to see what has happened with the very, very early stage of the game you showed us a few years ago. And yeah, then my last question is, as usual, maybe publish everything we've just recorded, so the interview and the gameplay.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you very much, and then we will see or hear more from the game probably soon, or you can do even now as just described on Discord and Steam.
And the game is available on early access. If you are interested, you can also try it out today.
Thank you.